We started doling out our monthly Nanny State Ninny Awards about a year ago, and we've revealed some true whoppers regarding state intrusion into our private lives. But our Nanny State Ninny for the month of June might be the most egregious example to date of unwanted bureaucratic interference. I say this because usually the nanny state entity reacts to an existing activity it deems unsavory or unsafe. So it is we've seen school boards enacting bans on tag or touch football because, hey, Junior might fall and scuff his knee and we can't have that, safety first, yada, yada, yada. But our upcoming tale of nanny state-ism is something far, far worse than a sissified school board outlawing exercise. That's because this particular story involves the nanny state creating a problem on purpose and then later fixing it at taxpayer expense. I know that sounds a bit confusing, so I'll cut to the chase. In early June in Regina, Dane Rusk was given a $175 ticket for not wearing a seatbelt. Hey, the law's the law, and you are indeed required to wear a seatbelt in Saskatchewan. But wait a second, Rusk had been wearing his seatbelt. He always wears a seatbelt. He only momentarily unbuckled it. So why did Rusk unbuckle his seatbelt, you ask? Well, he noticed a homeless man on the side of the road panhandling for change. Rusk felt sorry for the vagrant, and since Rusk was at a stop sign, his car was immobile at the time. So in order for Rusk to reach into his pocket to access about $3 and change, which he wanted to give the man, he had to momentarily unbuckle his seatbelt. Well, alas, Rusk's sympathy was entirely misplaced, folks, for that was no homeless man on the side of the road. Rather, it was a member of the Regina Police Service pretending to be homeless. And moments later, another cop swooped in and issued Rusk a $175 ticket for that seatbelt violation. Wow, RPS, what awesome police work. Somebody get forensic files on the line. Incredibly, Regina Police says this despicable practice is nothing new. Here's what Inspector Evan Bray stated, quote, "Intersections are probably one of the most critical areas when it comes to accidents, obviously, and our high-volume intersections are ones that we tend to target. So we will run random intersection projects throughout the city," end quote. What? Let's review this scenario, shall we? We have a policeman pretending to be homeless in order to generate sympathy from a motorist. And when sympathy is shown, the motorist is nailed. In other words, the police fabricated a situation to elicit compassion and then went on to crucify a good Samaritan who actually showed some compassion. What message is being sent here? The seatbelt sting is egregious. It is outrageous. And although I'm not a lawyer, surely this stunt qualifies as garden variety entrapment. But even worse, this operation shows how insidious the nanny state has become. For now we have an example in which government and law enforcement actually fabricate scenarios for no other reason than to generate some revenue. How sad. There's nothing I love more than good policing. There's nothing I despise more than bad policing. The Regina Police sting operation designed to penalize good-hearted people for being charitable is horrible policing, and it should cease immediately. This is, of course, assuming the Regina Police Service truly wants to be treated as a credible organization. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.